Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. My respects to the Sangha. Friends, thank you for inviting me to give a Vesak message today. I am at the South Carolina Buddhist Vihara these days, and we hope to have a simple Vesak celebration on the 23rd of this month. I think of this day as the most auspicious day of the year, for a Buddha to be was born, attained enlightenment, and also attained parinibbana on days like this. The Tathagata rises in the world for the welfare and happiness of all beings. Out of compassion for them, all living beings wander from birth to birth due to ignorance, suffering from old age, sickness, and death without knowing the way out. The Tathagata or Buddha, after discovering the path of wisdom, teaches those people who delight in attachment about non-attachment. Those who delight in conceit, how to remove it. Those who delight in excitement, the way to peace and calm. And those who are ignorant, how to become wise. As a teacher, his behavior, livelihood, the teaching of the Dhamma, his knowledge and vision are so pure, clean, and undefiled that even seeing an image of the Buddha, we automatically bow down in respect. The seated Buddha statue is a good model of how to properly sit in meditation. When we thus pay respect, we recollect all those virtues of the Buddha and try to emulate them. The Buddha teaches not only the path to Nibbana, but also how to gain wholesome, skillful qualities that would bring happiness and good conduct in the mundane world. The Buddha attained enlightenment by practicing through many births the 10 paramis or perfections like generosity, morality, renunciation, wisdom, effort, patience, truthfulness, determination, loving kindness, and equanimity. We too should, as the disciples of the Buddha, practice these noble qualities little by little, so that ultimately we too would be able to attain liberation. First, we must be able to see and realize what defilements darken our minds. Very likely, it is the hindrances, such as greed, hatred, restlessness and worry, laziness and doubt, that cloud our minds and delude us into a kind of self-satisfaction, making us think that we are leading good lives and it's not necessary for any change. But If that is true, we would not have been born into this world to face all the difficulties and suffering that we undergo now. So, friends, by being sincere with ourselves, we'll be able to see our drawbacks and correct them. The Buddha is the teacher who shows us the way, but we are the practitioners who follow him. And if we are honest, we too could find liberation from old age, sickness, and death. Thank you. May all of you be well and safe. Teruvan Saranai.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.